Hey guys, how are you doing today? Trevor from SpineWise. So I just thought I'd quickly touch base this week because this week's a pretty special week for me. This week actually is my birthday, of all things, and it's one of the times that I often use to reflect on what has been and what will be, the years to come, the years that have gone by. And this time of the year, it's really a great time to do it. I've already spoken about the importance of really setting your New Year's resolutions as of February rather than earlier in the year where you're not really in a very good routine. So I thought I'd share with you how I actually got involved in chiropractic and in health to begin with, because not too many people are actually aware of it, and it's not really a story that I tell very often for whatever reason. You know, going back, I was 14 years of age. Some of you might be aware that I used to be a national level swimmer. I used to spend hours following a black line or looking at a ceiling, in my case being a backstroker. One of the things that happened to me as I was training for nationals one year is that I damaged my shoulder pretty badly. So I spent a lot of time going through the sports med system and different treatment programs and things like that. And after about 5 or 6 weeks, I was told I was right to go back into training. So I jumped back into training. Halfway down the first lap, my shoulder blew up worse than what it was the first time. And the result of that was another extended period out of the pool when I was getting ready for my high-end competitions that were coming up. So after a whole lot of discussions, potential for surgery and all these other type of things, we decided that I would actually go and see for recommendation. It's actually really, really lucky. My mum was actually at a friend's place when one of the assistants from the clinic actually dropped off a set of films, which they'd never ever done and never ever have done since, knowing the guy still, and actually I ended up working there for a while too, once I qualified. But they happened to be there at the same time as my mum, and mum mentioned to him what was going on, and he said, well, this seems like it's pretty straightforward, why don't you come down? So, you know, I was a pretty reserved, and still am a pretty reserved person, but I was a pretty reserved teenager. I was very shy, introverted. I still like to keep to myself somewhat now. And one of the things that I did, we made an appointment, I went down there, I saw him 3 times the first week and never had a problem with my shoulder again, went back to full training, and have been good, touch wood, ever since that day. So that's how I got introduced to chiropractic for the first time, but it wasn't really my passion at that point in time. I always wanted to do something active, but I never really wanted to, I never really wanted to be in a desk job. I mean, I always wanted to be standing, and I loved helping people, I loved teaching. So my dream was always to become a PE teacher of all things, and not being derogatory, just far away from where I am now. So basically I went and started following them around. I went to their office and I just stood in the room and watched them treat patient after patient after patient. All my school holidays I was down there. I just gathered more and more information. I got books from them, I got material to read, I started searching, went down to a library, I read as much as I could. Within about 6 months I fell in love with the miracles that I was seeing, with the changes in people's lives that were happening on a regular basis, and I found my passion. Whilst I was on my way in training and hopefully aiming to go to Atlanta at the time for the Olympics, I got a position offered in the course, and you know, my passion of one changed from the other, and I let go of my thoughts of becoming a high-end international level swimmer. Let that go and went and studied chiropractic instead. Since then, you all know my story. Since then, you know, I've done so many postgrad programs. I've toured all over the place, all over the world, material that I've developed and learnt and the like. And it really has become my absolute passion to help people just like yourself. And it's now what I live and breathe every single day, and it's why I do videos like this all the time as well to help you guys. But anyway, that's a bit of introduction as to how I got into chiropractic. I know I get asked a fair bit, and I'm always a bit reluctant to tell people how I got involved with chiropractic, but that's my story, that's how I got involved with it. If you want to know more, if you want to know anything specific around it, hey, just send me a message and I'm happy to chat with you guys. Otherwise, that's my intro to chiropractic. I'll give you a little bit more about my story as we go through this year, how I got to where I am, all the things that have shaped me into who I am, why I've made decisions to do things that I've done, why I'm not just a standard chiropractor who's just manipulating people, and why we have such a much broader base here than just doing that. There's all different things that have happened in my life that have shaped that journey and brought me to where I am now. So I just want to go through this here and share it with you. So anyway guys, if you have any questions at all, just post them up. Otherwise, send me a message. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.